Lynne Ann Cheney, née Vincent, born August 14, 1941, in Casper, Wyoming, is an American author, scholar, and former talk show host who served as the Second Lady of the United States from 2001 to 2009 as the wife of Vice President Dick Cheney. Her life reflects a blend of academic achievement, public service, and advocacy for education and cultural issues, shaped by her roots in Wyoming and her intellectual pursuits. Early life and education. Lynne Ann Vincent was born to Edna Lolita Vincent, a deputy sheriff, and Wayne Edwin Vincent, an engineer, in a middle-class family with ancestral ties to Mormon pioneers and roots in Denmark, Sweden, England, Ireland, and Wales. Raised Presbyterian, she later became Methodist upon marrying Dick Cheney. Growing up in Casper alongside her brother, Mark Vincent, Lynne developed a passion for literature and history, influenced by her family's emphasis on education and public service. She excelled academically, earning a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature with highest honors from Colorado College in 1963. She pursued further studies, obtaining a Master of Arts from the University of Colorado Boulder in 1964 and a Ph.D. in 19th century British literature from the University of Wisconsin-Madison in 1970. Her dissertation, Matthew Arnold's Possible Perfection, a study of the Kantian strain in Arnold's poetry, showcased her deep engagement with literary analysis. Early career and marriage. Lynne met Richard Dick Cheney in 1958 at Natrona County High School in Casper. They married on August 29, 1964, after dating for several years, and have two daughters, Elizabeth, Liz, and Mary Cheney. The couple moved to Washington, D.C., in the 1970s as Dick's political career advanced, eventually leading to his role as vice president under George W. Bush. Lynne balanced family life with her professional ambitions, initially working as a freelance writer from 1970 to 1983 and lecturing in English at George Washington University, 1974-76, and the University of Wyoming, 1977-78. She also served as an editor for Washingtonian Magazine from 1983 to 1986. National Endowment for the Humanities and Public Roles. From 1986 to 1993, Lynne served as the sixth chair of the National Endowment for the Humanities, née, under Presidents Ronald Reagan and George H. W. Bush. During her tenure, she advocated for traditional American history education and pushed for voluntary national history standards for high school students. However, she later criticized the proposed standards in a 1994 Wall Street Journal op-ed titled, "The End of History," arguing they were inadequate, sparking significant debate. She revisited this critique in a 2015 piece, "The End of History, Part 2." In 1995, Lynne co-founded the American Council of Trustees and Alumni, a think tank focused on reforming higher education by promoting academic freedom and accountability. She also became a senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute, where she continues to focus on education and culture. From 1994 to 2001, she served on the Lockheed Corporation's board of directors, holding positions on its finance, nominating, and corporate governance committees, resigning just before her husband's vice presidential inauguration. Additionally, she co-hosted CNN's Crossfire Sunday edition from 1995 to 1998, replacing Tony Snow, and served as a director for Reader's Digest Association, Inc. Second Lady of the United States. As Second Lady from 2001 to 2009, Lynne used her platform to advocate for education and cultural issues, notably speaking out against sexually explicit lyrics in music and violent content in video games. She delivered speeches on American history and civics, including remarks at the 2000 Republican National Convention, the White House Forum on History and Civics, 2003, and the Soldiers' National Cemetery, 2002. Her public role amplified her influence as a conservative voice on cultural and educational matters. Writing career. Lynne Cheney is a prolific author, having written or co-authored several books, often focusing on American history and education. Her notable works include Executive Privilege, 1979, novel; Sisters, 1981, novel; Kings of the Hill, Power and Personality in the House of Representatives, 1983, co-authored with Dick Cheney; The Body Politic, 1989, with Victor Gold; Telling the Truth, Why Our Schools, Our Culture, and Our Country Have Stopped Making Sense, and What We Can Do About It, 1995. America, A Patriotic Primer, 2002, children's book. A is for Abigail, An Almanac of Amazing American Women, 2003, children's book. James Madison, A Life Reconsidered, 2014, a New York Times bestseller. Her children's books emphasize patriotic themes and American historical figures, while her academic works, such as Reports for the Nay, American Memory, 1987, Humanities in America, 1988, address educational reform. She has also contributed articles to magazines like American Heritage and Smithsonian. Personal life and legacy. Lynne and Dick Cheney's marriage has been a partnership both personally and professionally, with their daughters, Liz and Mary, also entering public life. Liz is a former U.S. representative and Mary is a political consultant. Lynne's net worth, combined with her husband's, is estimated at around $100 million, reflecting their successful careers in public service and business. In 2018, Lynne was portrayed by Amy Adams in the biographical film Vice, which chronicled Dick Cheney's political career. Lynne herself considered running for a U.S. Senate seat from Wyoming, as she acknowledged in a 2015 interview, but ultimately did not pursue it. Controversies and advocacy. Lynne's tenure at the Nay and her outspoken views on education sparked controversy, particularly her critique of national history standards, which some educators, like Gary B. Nash, felt misrepresented their efforts. Her advocacy against explicit content in media also drew attention, positioning her as a conservative cultural commentator. Despite these debates, her commitment to preserving American history and promoting educational reform has been a consistent thread in her career. Conclusion. Lynne Cheney's life is marked by her intellectual rigor, dedication to American history, and influential roles in education and public policy. From her Wyoming roots to her time as Second Lady, she has shaped national conversations on culture and education while building a substantial body of written work. Her legacy is one of scholarship, advocacy, and a deep commitment to the values she believes define the United States.